Man, oh man, am I excited to be here.
Are you?
With you.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Because you're my friend.
That's true.
And we like to talk about things.
I haven't seen you for like 3 days.
It's a long time.
It's a long time for us.
But we're having Carlos Lopez coming in this weekend.
That's going to be exciting.
Super exciting. From former Fender Custom Shop Master Builder, launched his own line, Casados Guitars, building perhaps the greatest baritones out there. And we're going to have a online thing with them on Friday evening. And we're also going to have an in-person meet and greet with him at the Neon Rooster on Saturday night.
That's true.
So we're gonna have a fun weekend, and I think he likes to eat and drink, so we're gonna have a good time there too.
Don't we all?
Hangovers commence for all the old men that like guitars too much.
I don't get hangovers.
You don't get hangovers?
I don't get hangovers.
That's awesome.
I really don't. It's weird.
I don't drink
I think
that
it's my
at all.
superpower.
That's a weird superpower.
I think I have a superpower. I don't really get hangovers.
My son's superpower is stinky feet right now. Is Elijah in that phase?
He's. I feel like he's always been that phase. I've always said that he has like Barney Rubble feet because they like just little square blocks
so
of concrete. They're just huge.
That's so weird. He has the same size shoe as me. He wears like 10.5 men's, and he's
so huge.
Just turned 8.
Yeah.
We're talking about the sticker shock I just got from buying some concert tickets.
Bam.
So I was sitting there waiting at Red Bull, my favorite Asian restaurant in town. It's sort of a fusion-y type. I hate the word fusion. It sounds horrible. It sounds like very 90s chic. But we're sitting there because I knew that My Chemical Romance tickets were going on sale at 12 o'clock, noon on, it was a couple weeks Friday ago. So I'm there, Derek's there, we got all our phones out so Baxter can get his tickets. I have no idea how much tickets cost at this point. I'm just like, I'm going to get tickets. So
it's going to be expensive, like $30.
That's kind of what I thought. I mean, it was like maybe $60.
Yeah, right.
So there were some $75 tickets. They were literally the back row of the rafters.
Yeah, you'd be like, what's happening down there? I don't know.
No, these were, I think, $125 a piece. I bought 5. Then with fees and whatever, it was like $880 or something. Because I want to take my wife, who I don't know if she likes MCR, and I want to take my 2 young sons, the oldest and the middle.
That seems right.
Go see. I think we're gonna have to wear the ear muffs or whatever. But I think that's a good first rock and roll show.
That's a great first rock and roll
real
show.
rock and roll. And
right.
and as far as I just want loud guitars and guys with eyeliner.
Yeah.
It's that.
I mean,
but no,
they can just come into the shop on Saturday. Whatever.
There's more to that joke than you know. That makes me so happy. Oh, that was a good one, Johnny.
Sorry.
You're an ass, but that was a good one.
I mean it in the most loving way possible.
That made me so happy. No, then we have Christian Chenoweth is playing she just played this weekend in town, literally 2 miles away from the guitar shop at the BPAC, the Performing Arts Center here, and those were $125 a ticket.
Wow.
For BPAC. not like our little small theater. It's a small theater. I saw a political speaker there. I was giving tickets to Ben Carson. Showed up, and that was pretty amazing. My wife's into politics. God rest her soul. And yeah, so it was like, wow, this is a cool small little room. It's for a big. It's not like DPAC in Durham, but then I was like 125, and it sells out. Tickets are expensive.
They really are. Which has been the case for a while now, but yeah, they're really getting crazy.
Bought rock and roll tickets, and I have tickets from my 90s days when I remember seeing the Connells at the big outdoor arena theater here, whatever it's called. It was called Hardy's Walnut Creek back then, but now it's something else because whatever corporate sponsor. I think it was $6. Yeah. Then I have some $12 concert tickets to some earlier stuff. When I went and saw Coldplay on their first tour in America, it was at Irving Plaza. I think concert tickets were $15 or $20.
Yeah.
And this is the early 2000s.
Right.
And not a huge venue. Maybe 3,500. It could be smaller than that. I have no idea how big Irving Plaza is. But I can't remember. I played there a couple times, but can't remember.
At what point do the tickets become are we to the point where it is sort of my brain isn't working for the word, where people just cannot access that? People are just oh yeah, I would love to go see this concert, but $800 is just that's my rent for the week.
No, it's I have to figure out which ones I'm going to scalp.
Right.
I don't want to do. I'm not going to. It's
and that's part of it, right? There's so many sites, and maybe this plays into it. They buy up all the tickets, and you have to go buy it through this third party site.
Well, I didn't do, and that does make me sad. I wouldn't.
That's kind of irritating.
It's just something I'm going to absorb, and I have to budget.
Yes.
And I have to budget that in there and figure out. But the concert's at the end of August, and I'll figure out who's going to be going with me, and it's an experience. But I was like, oh Lord, it's like $1,000.
I think like I've always had weird brain issues with this as a person who plays and gigs a lot. So first off, for most of my adult life, concerts I want to go see usually happen when I am playing. Do you know what I mean? So like, there's a ton of times where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to go see that. And there's something in my brain where like I'll tend to go see more like regional / local music if I go.
Yeah, I haven't been to a big show in a while.
Yeah.
Like this sold out like within minutes, I think. And it's going to be huge. But yeah, the last one we went together when we saw Tedeschi Trucks at Merle Fest last year. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
But we're working the show too. We're selling guitars there.
We didn't buy tickets to Merle. Although that maybe, and I think honestly, I look at some of these festivals and they seem expensive at face value. But, I think we've even done a video about this, that might be the best way to go see a ton of bands in a big place.
Yeah.
Get your money's worth. Do that. You know what I mean?
Well, Merle Fest in Wilkesboro, North Carolina is a wonderful concert to go see if you want to experience the bluegrass.
Yep.
It's a dry show. There's no alcohol. It's sold on site.
It's very like family-friendly kind of environment.
It's very family. There's alcohol being drunk in the campsites. Don't worry. Plenty of other things happening as well. I think.
Wink, wink.
But it's a really, the sound is so good at that concert.
It's amazing.
It's because it's perfect. And it's loud, but it doesn't feel loud. I don't understand.
Much of that is like good EQ, right?
I don't understand it.
But it is. It's not like overbearingly loud, but it's loud enough that you feel like you feel it, you experience it.
But I could sit here and talk to you. Like, hey, that was a good show. That's really fun. I'm having, like, not yelling, just a little bit louder.
It's definitely some of the best outdoor sound I've ever heard, right? Maybe that's part of it, but I'm really glad we saw Sturgill Simpson there, because right after that is when he had his whole vocal cord thing.
Jeez, yeah.
So,
What's his status?
I don't think he's playing at all.
Good Lord. You mentioned earlier, like, is this going to price people out? I think so, and then we've talked a little bit about, is this going to leave some room open for these ideas of virtual metaverse type concerts?
Yeah, I think it absolutely does.
And I would not be opposed to paying a ticket price to go see a concert in the metaverse if they become so like I can't go see these festivals. Like I have a family a lot and they're expensive and it's hard to travel to them.
Well, I think we see that with movies already, because there's a couple times where like my kids want to see a movie and I know that if I take them off to the theater, first off, I have to put on pants, which is
no.
Or they see the advertisement on the little, the scrolling thing on the top. And like,
I explain to my kids like that's just for like the private subscriber. We can't actually access that. That's for the filmmakers. That's so they can access the beta version of it.
Part of it too is you have no little girls.
That is true.
And my little girl just looks at me, Dad, can we please watch Sing 2 again? And I say,
that's a good weapon. All right, one more time.
And then before I know it, I've
you purchased this.
I've paid.
Yeah,
hard to say no.
No, but would you watch a concert in the metaverse?
I mean, despite the fact that the metaverse is probably evil, we're probably all going to hell because of it. Yes.
I feel like it'd be fun though, except for it steals your soul.
Except for it steals your soul. But I mean, hey, it's probably a done deal. Probably happened a long time ago. So yeah,
we traded those in a while back. Unfortunately.
If you're gonna be a pro musician, you can't have a dignity or a soul. Two things you gotta put aside. And if you're like really low, like F level musicians like us, then you're really screwed.
I mean, how do you even get to like D level?
I don't know.
Just a nice
guy. You have to. I can't imagine the things you have to do.
I know. I mean, the A level guys.
Or maybe you just have to be really pretty. Maybe that's our problem. And good.
Yeah, I mean that's
pretty and good.
There's some ugly guys out there now.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's gives me faith, gives me hope for you. You still haven't trimmed your beard. Thank you.
I haven't trimmed it.
And he's been talking about it. Don't let him do it. Just give him.
I mean, just a little shaping up from
Last
the
time
real
he did
barber.
It was like down to here.
Well, I mean, the barber got carried away.
The guy went insane.
Yeah.
I'd be cool. I want you to do the Viking braids.
I can do that.
One time.
I can totally do that.
If you would like to see Jonathan's Viking braids, please. I think it'd be amazing.
And I used to get those little silver beads. Where
yes. I feel like I need to watch like The Last Kingdom again because that was such a fun show.
Okay.
I haven't watched the last season yet, but But my wife's really into Yellowstone now, so I probably have to burn through that for a while.
Oh, is the day that Yellowstone comes out on Peacock? It is. Today's the 28th. Yeah, I can watch season 4 of Yellowstone now.
But I am having a Halo party at my house Wednesday night with Derek Spring and Logan over, and we're going to watch Halo the show.
Fair enough.
You're not going to be here. Oh, you might. No, you're going to go home.
I will be here. I've been away from my house, so I might have to.
You got to go home.
I might be stuck to home.
Go home. Go be a family man for a bit. I'll tell you how it is.
See my wife and children. Just for a minute.
Life's of the musician. Well, I mean, so it's getting high. Like we hope that there'll be, some moderate level price things still. There are some small theaters that you can still get, like, concerts at $50, which I feel like is a reasonable number. Like that's a palpable
I think so.
thing. But Metaverse is around the corner. Hopefully the technological curve for that's not too high for all of our.
That's the thing, right? You got to have the thing that
Processing.
puts you in the metaverse. Otherwise, I feel like it wouldn't be as fun. Like, you might as well just live stream it, watch it on your computer with nice speakers, right? That the only thing that will make the metaverse better than that is
It's just tricky. It still is nothing like it. There's nothing like a live concert.
My father, when I was a child, I can remember he'd sit in this old rocking chair, and we had these like little windows, and he'd have his radio in the window, TV there, feet propped up in his rocking chair, and I'd be sitting there playing or doing whatever. He'd be watching the NASCAR race. TV's silent though, and then the listening to the commentator, and I'd be like, "Dad, the race is in Rockingham this week. We could go." And he's like, "Son, I can get up. The refrigerator's right there. There's drinks in it." He's like, "I hear it better on the radio. It's not loud, and I see every angle." And I was kind of like, "You're right, Dad. I get it." But I mean, it's sort of that same thing when you stream a concert and you get all the angles and you can see the people clearly. You can see what the guitar player's doing.
It's still not the same.
It's not the same.
Because I want my sons, like when they're older, my first concert was My Chemical Romance. Like, because my first concert was Conway Twitty and the Tweety Birds, which is awesome. But my dad took me, and it was like, I think it was his opener was George Jones.
It's pretty rock and roll.
And then his opener was the unknown Brad Paisley.
That's pretty.
This young, like, teenage.
When he was young,
not Brad Paisley, I'm sorry, Vince Gill. I got dyslexic
yeah.
there for a minute with my musicians, my guitar players.
Okay,
no. Yeah, Brad Paisley would have been like 4.
We should go see Vince Gill, by the way, because he's doing a he's actually, the Eagles are taking a break for like a few months, so he's doing some solo shows.
Oh wow, he's amazing. He's played in Pinehurst before.
He's coming to North Carolina. He's not doing a ton of shows. He's doing Greensboro and Charlotte.
I wish he was playing Raleigh.
But anyways,
Greensboro's close enough.
To my NASCAR thing, I'm just saying, so maybe watching it on your computer or TV screen, maybe it's better than the metaverse.
It is for a lot of sports events, for sure.
Because you can see everything.
Have you ever been to like a golf event live? It's like, oh my God.
Is that a real question?
You think it's boring on TV? You just walk around to watch somebody hit a ball.
Imagine me.
Because they've had the tournaments here, so like somebody will give me tickets. Like, all right, let me go check it out.
I'd go if we had tickets. I'd go.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be funny. Like, we could be us. The best was.
I'd want to be on TV, like peeing in the trees.
Derek, I'm giving Derek a warning. You're gonna have to bleep in a minute. But the best was when I was at the U.S. Open in Bethpage in Long Island one year, because my dad came up to visit and he got tickets because it was one of his friends. And so Monty is this like British player. He's very sort of stuffy. He takes forever to line up. And so some guy from the audience goes, "Hey, Monty!" And he looks up and goes, "Hit the fucking ball!" And it was so great. Because that's the only reason like being there is maybe worth it.
Right. It reminds me of like Happy Gilmore.
It was just like that. Mine's like, "Cheers, shooter." Yeah, right, get the point. It's like guys that are doing the little wiggle, the waggles, and I just hit the ball. I was like, we're all like, God, we're sitting here watching. The beers are $6 a piece.
I'd have taken like
which was outrageous back then.
30 minutes. I'd just stared at him.
Well, there's a guy on TikTok right now that like he goes to golf tournaments and he films everybody walking by him. He sits down. He's like, "Hey, how's the country club? Hey, how?" He just makes fun of him all day. He's like, it's a really funny channel. Finally, golf. I think it's kind of mean, but it's funny. I pretty much have like Ukraine and like funny guys on my feed right now, which is a strange mix. You're like, "Oh my God, this is terrible." Ha 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 ha. God bless our weirdness and our depravity. We need therapy. We should cut off all technology.
In the capital.
Lord, that's all we got, I think.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm going home. I'm going to buy some more concert tickets to Vince Gill, apparently.
Hit like, hit subscribe, click the bell. We'll see you next time. Maybe in the main room.
Weird. Punch us in the Whack. Whack. Boink.
You had scissors with you feel pain?
Yeah, I do. It's called manage.